All right, you want me to read the questions?
Sure.
You can answer
We
them
can
all?
take turns.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So, what is our favourite feature of Yes Dear, or can we demonstrate something special that you plan to do on Charter that will make you unique as a crew?
Well, we certainly don't like to have fun, do we?
No, we hate it.
No
We don't want
fun.
any fun guests.
So,
Please,
fun
please, please.
notwithstanding, we love to sail. We are big on getting our fresh local ingredients, vegetables, fish, utilizing local fishermen, and trying to generally be green and conservation in mind, and just keep fun out of it. We don't want any fun at all. That's why we keep all of these boards and water toys and sups, is just to drain any ounce of fun out of those kids and just get them tired, get them into bed, get them asleep.
Yeah, and as I mentioned on the walkthrough as well, we are a boat geared towards divers or anyone that has any issues getting in and out of the water. Normally, we have a great swim ladder, we have a great way of getting up on the boat, and we have lots and lots of space. So,
And we love to sail. This boat, in a world full of fly bridges and small masts, we are a sailing boat for sure. We have all electric winches, so it's perfect for teaching guests of any age if they would like to learn how to sail. And this boat can do 15 knots of wind. We're doing 8 knots with a fully reefed sail. So she likes to go.
she is fast. All right, I think this question number 2 is what is it about the chef's personality, approach to cuisine, or general service style that you believe your guests will love on Charter? Tell us about the chef's signature dish.
Well, of course, it's very important that you take things so incredibly seriously. Uh, but no, honestly, Nicola is very, very interested in expanding her menu and trying new things, and that's why it's great when we have guests who have a particular taste or a culinary desire, and Nick loves to just do her homework and experiment and come up with a tailored menu to each individual guest and to really make something special that your group will enjoy every week. And it doesn't matter if you are vegan or gluten intolerant, rather than making one special dish, we love to be able to include everybody and come up with something really wonderful that everyone will enjoy. And afterwards, maybe they might find out that there isn't any dairy product in it and they will be surprised. Nick does a great job with whatever desires you may have.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, so question number 3.
I believe this is my turn.
Oh,
What is it about the captain's personality, interaction with others, or entertainment skills in general that you believe your guests will rave about?
well, I was singing your praises as we were just going around the boat, I promise. I would say.
She was talking about me, wasn't she?
I was. I would say Carl is full of energy all the time. And he has been in the Virgin Islands for 5 years. He knows a lot of the spots that other people might not necessarily know about. So he's good at tailoring the charter for whatever preferences you guys have. What else? Cliff jumping. He loves jumping off cliffs and making me jump off cliffs as well. And
She hates it.
I am not the biggest fan of jumping off cliffs, but I do it. But I'm not the biggest fan. So please, if anyone else wants to come down and take the burden off my plate, I would be very appreciative. What else? What else are you
You've
good
learned
at?
foil boarding.
Yes, I also did mention that. But yeah, I have managed to both wakeboard and foilboard. Foilboarding is a lot of fun. You definitely have to be committed, but as soon as you get out of the water, it's like flying. So it's very, very cool. And Carl is also a scuba diver, so when we're not on charter, we love jumping into the water and exploring.
And on charter as well.
And on charter, of course.
What previous life experiences have you had that will contribute to your success as charter crew? I'll ask you first.
Okay, previous life experiences. So I have been on or in the water for the last 10 years in the hospitality industry. So that has given me a little bit of experience. I think the fact that I'm very passionate about sharing my passions with other people. I'm very passionate about scuba diving, about promoting eco-friendly activities. I think I love that we're in a position to be able to share that with our guests. From the culinary side, I love being part of the family. I've invited myself, I'm afraid. I love the fact that on charter, people are able to still sit around the table as a family or friends. The meal is the focus point that brings everyone together. Not a lot of people get to experience that or don't experience it as much as they want to with a family, so it's just really nice to share that experience with you guys, so thank you very much.
And I personally been raised on boats my whole life. My mother was a captain. My grandfather was also a captain. My mother was a 100-ton masters in South Florida. She ran private yachts down in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, and my grandfather lived in the Bahamas. So I traveled back and forth to the Bahamas as a young child, in addition to seeing the rest of my extended family in the UK. 14 to 24, I lived in Charleston, which, as some of you may know, loves sailing and really had a passion for sailing in the Charleston Harbor. And then I bought an old 60s monohull sailboat and sailed out of Charleston Harbor to the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos. I spent a long time in the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Culebra, Vieques, and finally came to St. Croix first in 2015. Wow, it's been a long time. So I've been living in the Virgin Islands, chartering since 2015, and I just absolutely adore the Virgin Islands. It's just great to learn these islands and find out new hidden gems all the time. I mean, as long as I've spent here, there are still new places that we go to that are really, really cool to check out. And, you know, some favorites, whether they be well-known or otherwise, here in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And then every year we go down to Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Dominica. So just sailing the Caribbean my whole life has been a very, very strong passion of mine.
All right. How did you get into sailing or chartering? I think you've answered the
I've pretty much
sailing
covered that.
part,
So.
yep, and the chartering part. So we'll go on to question number 6. Well, I'm sure you can cater to various groups. What do you believe will be your most ideal charter group, and why will this type of group suit you well?
So I would say that we specialize in children
Boring
of all
people,
ages,
people that don't want to have
boring
fun.
the heck out of people,
Yes,
just boring
yeah,
them to
no fun.
death. Are you tired of life? Just come down here. We'll bore you right into the afterlife. Bored the recorder into the afterlife with our semantics. Anyway, so yeah. So we cater to families and groups who have children of all ages. I would say our ideal is old enough to experience fun, active activities such as water sports, and that can be surprisingly young. Dinghy slinging is one of our favorite things on charter, which we'll get to later. I'm getting ahead. But dinghy slinging, we've had, you know, little girls of 6 and 7 who go up real slow and then come back down. Or you can have 15, 16-year-old boys doing backflips. We like foiling. I like to take kids rock climbing. We do some cliff jumping. So the more active, the better. And I'm sure, you know, a lot of crews like to have active guests. A lot of crews also do great with just hanging out on the boat sunning. I would say that we're very versatile in that respect. We're happy to hang out and relax with you and have a good time. But we really shine when it comes to activities and adventure and doing something different, getting off the beaten path.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, I am a scuba diving instructor, so any divers that would like to visit the Virgin Island waters, or also anybody that would like to try diving as well, I am more than happy to share my passion with you guys. All right, so What's your plan for entertaining kids on your family charters?
Dinghy slinging.
Boop, boop, boop.
Dinghy slingy, I can demonstrate this for you, but you're probably better off just Googling it. We have a ski rope that hangs off the side of the boat, as you may see if you watch our walk around video. And basically, the end of the ski rope goes to the dinghy, the end of the halyard goes to the top of the mast, and your handle is in the middle. As the dinghy drives away from the top of the mast, you are catapulted up and away, outward, away from the boat and up into the sky. And this can happen slowly and peacefully as you are slowly, gently elevated and then lowered gently back down. Or it can happen rather quickly and propel you sometimes as much as 30 feet in the air if you wish to go that high. The speed and the height that you go to is all adjustable. You can let go at any time, and it is a really, really wild ride. And you'd be amazed, we've had guests as old as 70 try this and love it. And as soon as kids do it, they want to do it every day for at least 2 hours a day, minimum. I mean, it's addictive.
So for parents that would like a little bit of breather time to read a book or drink a cocktail, dinghy slingy is a good move.
How did the boat get its name? Well, this, I think, kind of explains itself. It's a little bit of a lifestyle. It is happy wife, happy life, right?
I believe that's what it is. I believe that's what they say.
So, number 9.
All right, Captain Kyle, tell us a fun fact about you that you think you may, I'll start that again, that you think may make you stand out from other crews.
Well, that's a tough one, actually, because I'm sure everyone likes to be active and adventurous. I would say that probably our best talent, or my best talent, would be just getting involved with the guests and finding out really what someone's passion is or what they might be interested in learning as a new passion, and just nurturing that and trying to figure out what would really make people happy. The art of Xenia being just, the art of taking care of people and showing people hospitality, and that's really what I strive for, is a passion for showing someone just the best week of their life if I can. Chefs. I believe that's Nicola.
Oh, last time I checked.
Tell us a fun fact about you that you think may make you stand out from the other crews.
A fun fact about me. How long have you got? No, I'm joking. In a past life, I actually am ordained and have been part of over 250 weddings and vow renewals. I cannot legally wed you unless we go 12 nautical miles out to sea, and although the boat is very, very stable, it probably won't be too enjoyable for you guys. But if any of you are thinking about renewing your vows, then definitely get in contact with us, and we would love to be part of your day. I would say that was pretty unique to us for Yes Dear.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right.
So here we are on question 10, and we've just realized that we're reading from the wrong form. So I'm going to ask a question from the other form that is different. What is your favorite charter memory? And I would have to say for me that this is a very easy answer, because when Nicola and I first met, we had been on exactly one date, and the date happened to be the day before I was going on charter. So I met Nicola, and we went on a date, and I was just head over heels. I mean, blown away. And I was feeling fluttery in my heart, and I couldn't stop thinking about Nick. And it showed so much that my charter guests were like, "Why are you smiling? What's going on?" So it ended up coming out that I'd met this girl, Nicola, and that I was crazy about her. And they were like, "Well, what are you doing here with us? Go talk to Nicola. Go have a lunch or something." I'm like, "I'm on charter. I can't do that." So it ended up that throughout the course of the charter, we kept bumping into each other. And it was like fate was just bringing us to each other. Nick worked on another charter boat. I worked on a separate charter boat. and we kept bumping into each other at all of the stops. And my guess ended up getting heavily involved in trying to play matchmaker. And it is thanks to Megan and her crew that, we were just absolutely like this from day one.
And they were really, really nice guests. They do swim across America, and
Yeah.
I also swim when I can, not on charter but off charter, between 1 and 2 miles a day. So we definitely bonded on that as
Yeah.
well. So.
And more about the charter itself, they were very adventurous. We did a lot of hiking, a lot of swimming, wanted to go to more secluded locations as much as possible. And something that is very near and dear to my heart, they had a passion for hammocks. They said on the before they came down in the initial email, how many hammocks can you fit? And I said, how many hammocks do you have? And we put up 6 hammocks and a tree tent in the rigging.
That was fun.
So quite memorable.
All right.
If you could be any sea animal, which would you choose and why?
Well, I would like to choose octopus, but I'm sure you've heard that many, many times already. I can't steal your one.
No, you
I'm
can't.
not allowed to steal Kyle's favourite animal, sea animal. So, I would be a cormorant, which is really cool because they're able to fly. So you're able to, who doesn't want to fly? And they can also dive underneath the water. So you get in the best of both worlds, flying and being able to be under the water.
Which actually almost makes me want to change my answer to a bird that is kleptoparasitic and cannot catch its own fish, so it steals from others and flies
Exactly.
many, many miles across the ocean.
But then you can't get in the water.
And has a sweet forked tail. But I think I would go with flamingo tongue because they just spend all their time hanging out on a sea fan and they are pretty as hell.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
And have a great vacation.